Okay, I want to start it off this time.
Okay, cool.
You know what? Let me start it off.
All right.
Okay? If that's cool with you, pass me the mic. Pass me the mic. This bitch over here is talking shit. Welcome back, everybody, to the Quitters Club Podcast, episode 2.
Yeah, guys, we made it to the second episode. We didn't actually quit it.
What's your fucking problem with that?
What? What the?
Hey guys, let's just talk like that the rest of the episode.
Hey, all right.
Hey guys, so anyways, so I was at this nightclub the other day, and this fucking bitch just was giving me the stank eye. So I go over there, I grab her by the throat, and I say,
And you say?
"That's
nice.
it."
Nice. That's
That's
it. That's
all.
just where the story ends.
Yeah.
Oh wow, man.
I
it
blacked
turns
out after that.
she's
I don't
actually
remember.
mute and she didn't say anything the entire time.
Well, I blacked out after that. Like, I
Oh,
have
you-
this thing where I'll go through these, like, I'll have these bursts of fucking anger, just like immense amounts of anger, and I'll just kind of black out right before I'm about to get into some shit. And I just like wake up and I don't remember what happened.
Do you know what happened to the lady? Do you just like nothing? Like you don't know?
Yeah,
Because
I
I
don't know
think I
what
saw in the
happened to her.
papers that this lady passed away in a bar just a couple days ago. I don't know if
oh,
that was you or
she
not.
just passed away.
Yeah, she got. It said that she had like major injuries from a gnarly man, but I didn't know. I didn't. see him.
Major injuries from a gnarly boy.
Yeah, I'm a gnarly boy.
That's me, dude. I'm fucking gnarly.
Oh, and like they said, he actually went to jail. So how are you here? Are you from a jail cell?
Well, I mean, you know how easy it is to get phones in prison. I mean, you know,
Why
I got
does the quality
hookups.
sound so good from a jail?
You know, I got the latest iPhone. You know, I got connections. I'm hanging out with Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know how it goes.
Yeah, well, even iPhone mics don't even sound that good. Why does it sound like a professional quality mic?
Well, I mean, you know how Steve Jobs is just kind of bumping up the game
He just
ever
hooked
since
you
he
up.
passed away.
Oh,
Yeah.
see that.
You know, it's just top shelf shit now. You know, none of this
Man.
bullshit ass fucking what iPhone 2, whatever, dude.
The iPhone 2. Yeah, you said you had connections to Tim Cook, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the current CEO.
yeah, we went to kindergarten together.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It was kind of like a Boss Baby sort of thing. It was kind of like it was kind of like an epic Boss Baby scenario. You know what I mean? I mean, no big deal, but it was kind of epic. But
Dude, it sounds epic.
did we say how much we've been trying to record this?
Oh no, yeah, we didn't forgot to mention, but we had like already 2 cuts now because my Audacity already,
I think we
took a
had.
shit.
Did we have 3?
It was, from what I know, it was the last one and the one before that, because first Audacity and then Daniel's being a little bitch boy. He's like, oh, I'm not sure.
I only want quality content. No
This
pesticides,
is-
GMO
dude,
free.
we only do trash. There is no quality here. If you expected quality coming to this channel, no, I'm joking. But
I don't like
Daniel's
that.
little insecure boy. He's like, I'm not sure. I don't know.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
I don't like that.
You don't like what? Huh? Punk? What? What do you not like?
I like to deliver quality content to the people that don't listen to this.
Well, I'm sure it's quality. You just sort of like, oh, I don't know.
Oh, goo goo gaga. Dude, fuck you. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm quitting.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm quitting.
now it's Daniel's turn. First it was me, now it's Daniel.
No.
Now there's
Fuck you.
nobody. Now it's just gonna be just blank episodes.
It's
Actually,
just gonna-
it's just actually.
Okay,
Emily-
that's it. That's the bit for the
that's
next
it.
episode.
Yeah, it's just quiet. No, actually, Emily's gonna take over. She's gonna just record.
Oh
It'll
my
be her
god,
podcast.
no. Because then it's just going to be singing. It's just going to be really quiet
Yeah, like,
singing.
"Ah."
And then, oh god, no, we can't talk shit. No, we're not going to talk shit. We're not going to talk shit.
Oh my god! Thank God, my mic isn't picking this up, but my computer decided to overheat right now, and it's being really annoying. So thank God that ain't picking.
Oh, is that what that? I thought it was a lawnmower.
Oh, you can hear that?
Yeah, dude, it sounds
Oh,
like a fucking
no.
lawnmower.
Oh,
I'm just
great.
kidding. I'm just
Oh
fucking
my
with
god,
you,
dude!
I
You
can't-
scared the shit out of me.
Oh
Dude,
my
I'm so
gosh.
gullible. I'm always fucking.
We'll do an ASMR where we
Hand job
just
club
stroke our
podcast.
microphones.
Oh yeah, just.
One time I got shit for calling ASMR asthma.
Really?
Don't a lot of people call ASMR asthma?
Nobody does. And not from what I heard.
Yes, they do.
Really?
I've heard it so many times.
I've never
Yeah.
heard anyone call it asthma.
Okay, well, at least I'm not the bitch eating a fucking ginormous mutant lobster on
Or
fucking
it's just like,
camera.
Or it's like the mukbang, and they're just eating a whole fucking meal.
Let me say, I kind of want to say this. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm a be myself. I enjoy mukbangs every once in a while. But there's going to be people out there that's like, oh, it's mukbang or some bullshit like that. I don't fucking care. I don't know. I'm going to pronounce it how I see it. All right?
Yeah.
But I kind of enjoy it based off the fact that it's like food that I want to eat. And when I was like younger, back when I was younger and like my dad didn't really have much money and we didn't really have food, I would go on like food review raves on YouTube and just like while I'm starving, I just watch fucking like food videos of people reviewing foods and eating them. And it kind of like stuck with me, and now I see these videos of these like I like the ones where it's like the Korean people eating like large amounts of fucking like those huge ass fucking
they're just eating a full
like tuna steaks
for like 10 people, and it's just
I love the huge tuna steaks they eat, man. Those are my favorite ones. Oh my gosh.
The only ones that I watch, and it's like there was like two, and it was from also Jenna and Julie. They were recording themselves, and they were just talking, and it's like it's only like commentaries of them while eating. Like that's the
Julie and Jables. What's Jibble and Jables? Have you seen that Jack Black YouTube channel?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Jablinski.
Okay.
I saw it because I don't know if it was one of my friends, but they brought up the video, and it's like, yo, Jack Black made a YouTube channel, and it's like he has a PewDiePie chair, and he like goes back.
I know, yeah, he has a PewDiePie chair. He's already like he's like memeing beyond belief,
dude. Oh, and it was like
he's so in touch with it. I don't get it.
It wasn't too out of date either. Like it was actually pretty on. I think it was it was either his son or his nephew that was behind the camera. And he probably like helped him like in on it.
They probably do the editing, honestly.
Yeah,
I think that's what it might be.
He was like the one, because I know a lot of people hate when it's like famous people go on YouTube channels, like make their own shit, like Will Smith, like this is hot or whatever. And no,
that's hot. That's hot.
But I thought that was like the one channel that's like he has the card that he's allowed to be on YouTube, and it's like. Cool
well,
stuff.
The thing about Jack Black is like he's an actually funny, genuine guy, and he's talented. Like he's not just like fake funny and ripped.
Super down to earth,
he's
too.
actually funny, and an interesting guy, and he has real enthusiasm because he's a cool dude. Unlike fucking Dwayne The Rock and fucking Kevin Hart and fucking Will Smith is cool. Like you gotta respect Will Smith, but. I'm not as interested in Will Smith. If I want to see a travel vlog, I'll watch somebody else's travel vlog. But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much all Will Smith stuff is like traveling. Like, oh, I'm in Dubai right now. Just on the tallest building in Dubai. I'm about to skydive off this building.
I'm on a helicopter and I'm going to do some fucking bungee jumping. That was like the first video that I heard about it, like, cause I never watched any of the videos that he did, but I heard like that was like the one like thumbnail I saw, like him on a helicopter, bungee jumping, and like the.
I just love that. I just love that Jack Black is like his channel theme is like let's playing, but he just doesn't fucking. I just love that that's like the running gag. He's his Delgado. He can't find his Delgado. He starts calling it his Elgato, his Delgado, and it's just like this amazing journey. And he just never fucking plays games, and it's just the best.
Dude, that's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Yo, oh my god. Do you know Ricky Berwick?
Yeah, I think he's all right.
Oh my god! I just like went on Jack Black's channel. I saw him right there.
Oh yeah, he like did an intro for it or something, didn't he? He did a bit or like an intro for it.
Yeah, it was like, let's play Brutal Legend. It was like featuring him.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
What's Ricky Berwick doing these days?
I don't know, just being a little blob laying on the floor like usual.
When did he start? I know there's got to be like one video that just blew him up.
Yeah. Well, do you know of what's his name? Bunty King?
What?
Oh, well, it's this other guy.
It sounds familiar.
He knows Ricky Berwick, and because like I love Bunty King and I watch him all the time, and I found Ricky through Bunty King, because he does a podcast and he referenced something. I was like, what is this little blob? And I was like, oh, he's funny.
This little blob. That's so fucked up.
Well, he accepts it and he jokes about it. It's like, I don't know, hate. Ricky's cool dude.
Mm-hmm. It's always a sight to see when somebody can joke of their situations.
Make the best of it and not be like,
it's always that's always so much more nice to see instead of people like being victimized all the time.
Well, because you're empowering yourself by getting over it. You're like, I ain't no victim, bitch, fuck you, I'm gonna make the best of it.
Exactly. I love seeing that.
You get somewhere instead of
I'm just tired because everywhere you go these days it's fucking I got a dirty look in the supermarket today. Oh, it's because I'm this or that. It's like, maybe you were just being a dick. Maybe that person was just an asshole. Maybe he wasn't even thinking about who or what you are. He was just an asshole.
Well, that's I don't know. That's just current day stuff because everybody's like too worried about themselves and not other people, and that sucks.
It's the world we live in.
It's the world we live in.
It's
Wowsy,
sad
dude.
these days.
We're getting into politics. Wowzoo or wowzer.
Wowzer. That's not politics.
Well, I don't know. People misconstrue it as, but yeah. I don't know. It sucks that like it's hard to do to get out of that because it's kind of like what I was talking about last episode. It's like the community, because if you're like super cool with like the community or whatever around you, you don't really think of yourself anymore. You think of them, and it's like, well, they weren't thinking that, because it's like that like innocent thing, like, oh, they meant the best of it. But when it's like when you're super isolated from people and you're not really thinking of them, you're just like, oh, they meant it like this, they're an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
That's why like I can't wait to find, like, because when you find that, it's like the best feeling of just knowing that everybody is looking out for you and that people are like all just kind and like super cool and stuff, and it's just like they're not always thinking that way.
Because, well, like, I don't think people realize at all these days that it's not, like, okay, well, it's always been like this, but just it seems less so these days that people recognize that it's not what you say, it's like how you say it.
Yes, the context. Nobody thinks about that.
Because you know how many people I've said "fuck you" to, and we're just laughing about it.
Yeah,
like, I flip coworkers off every day.
Yeah, but somebody in the South could be like, "Yo, what the fuck does that mean?" Because it's all about the context.
Whoa.
Well, no, because it's like, I don't know. Even in the West, somebody could take it differently. It's just,
oh, you already fucked up. You already fucked
up. What?
You went straight for fucking.
What?
Maybe that's how I was thinking about it.
Look, you're thinking not innocently. See?
Okay, but I'm thinking about the listeners.
Oh.
All right,
okay.
I'm thinking about what they'll go straight to. You know,
Okay,
I always think of the worst scenarios.
The smart ones, dude. They'll know. They know.
All two of them.
All two of them.
Me and you. Yeah. We just listen to. I mean, I'll listen to it on repeat.
I listened to it 7 times, and Daniel listened to it 6 times.
Gosh.
Literally 3 of the 15 views that were on the first episode of me just going back and forth.
God, I don't want to think about that.
Why?
How do we get clout? Let's get some clout.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I mean, do people normally just make a podcast and start off with that?
Some of them.
And I never think about that, because it's always comedians do podcasts all the time nowadays. Yeah. But they're always good, unless it's Amy Schumer or fucking some other fucking
Crystalia.
Whatever. Crystalia is pretty good.
I love Crystalia. Crystalia is one of my favorite comedians, but I'm not a fan of anybody really doing singular podcasts, because it's so hard to do just by yourself and keep it up. And like a lot of people do bring up, they're not really complaining, but they bring up with Crystalia, it's like he does kind of he does do
I like when
things.
he goes on those rants and raves.
Yeah. But
he just gets angry by himself.
But it's just like sometimes he'll like redo certain things. Like it's not often, but it's just that's the issue. You have to try to figure out something new every time. Because it's like the one podcast I hear of a lot of people say that was really good with that was Bill Burr's podcast. Like he did super well by himself, and like sometimes his wife would come in and they do a podcast, and it was like super cool. But he did super well at that, and I can't imagine how people can do that. That's why I was so put off for us doing the podcast for a while, because I was afraid that we wouldn't be able to keep the conversation going and keep it interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, you think about the conversations we have normally.
Yeah.
We're not even doing anything, but we're just sitting there talking.
Yeah, I don't know. My anxiety gets all dumb and shit, and it's just like, oh, as soon as you turn it
No,
on,
I get it, because I feel the same way.
Yeah.
But I always feel like I'm going to go dumb.
Yeah, because it's like, it's not even just that. With everything for me, it's like, if you just did it, you would realize that it's not like that. Like getting a job, or like talking to somebody you like, or doing something that requires more effort than you, or less effort than you actually think it does, but you overthink it so much. And it's just, then you don't do it and you'll regret it. And it's just, you just need to do it sometimes. Because it's like, I've been off-putting trying to get this job for a while now. It's just, you just need to go in, because like I'm so afraid of like the interview, and it's like, but I don't have
Man, interviews really, they're not that bad.
Yeah, but it's just like the thought, and it's like, oh, but they're gonna see right through me or whatever, and it's just like, do it,
Gonna
bitch.
see right through me, and look at the weird painting behind me.
The weird painting behind me. And they'll decide on whether I get a job based on how he feels about the painting. Based on how he feels about the painting. Because he'll see my body through the painting, and he'll like, that color, I don't like it. You're not. No, but yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It's better just to, like, obviously this is like cliche, but it's better to do it and to know you didn't do it than to not, and then you're regretting it for fucking however many years.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But it's just like, but yeah,
it's better to just not do anything and just like fucking.
It's just better just to waste away.
Yeah,
potato
honestly.
Yeah. No, but like, there's how many comedians do you know that do podcasts? Like besides Chris.
God damn it.
Because
there's this one guy, I forgot his name, but he shows up all over Instagram, and
Cody Co?
No, not Cody Co. I forgot his goddamn. He's got a mullet, and he's got that kind of country.
Oh fuck!
Do you know who I'm talking about? He has that bit. Yeah. I've seen like some bits from his shit on Instagram, and like they're fucking funny, dude. And he just goes off. Yeah. I don't know. He's fucking hilarious. I love it.
He's got that southern twang, and it's just like he's so like he believes everything he says when he says it, and it's just that's what's so funny about it. Like he like even something that could be misconstrued as racist or whatever. But he doesn't, you can just tell that he doesn't mean it like that. And everybody just knows. And it's just, and it's so pure and so so he's cool and he's hilarious.
I love that guy.
Yeah, because it's like him and Chris D'Elia have a beef, because it's like there's this podcast I watch occasionally that's called The Fighter and the Kid. And I've seen some bits from that too, and that's fucking hilarious. Because they do a yearly thing where it's like the funniest or the best guest on the podcast, and Chris, this other comedian I don't fully know of, and Theo Von like fight over it, and they had like a
Chris D'Elia?
Yeah, Chris D'Elia. They had like a controversy that they thought Chris D'Elia like put in a bunch of fake votes to get into it, and then Chris was like, I don't need no fake votes, and he's getting all up and down. But it was just like, it's so funny, because it's like everybody knows that like Theo and Chris are all cool, but they make a fake feud out of it, and it's just really funny.
Yeah.
And it's so fun. Like, the best podcasts, I think, on The Fighter and the Kid are with Chris on the podcast. Because it's like, him and Brian Callen, just go off of each other so well. Because Callen's really good at, like, boosting your bits and just going along and making it even more funny. And it's just, I'll listen to them over and over again, because they're just so funny.
Fuck you.
Nice. I'll cut that out.
Oh, no, don't cut that out. Leave the silence in, and then the fuck you. I want you to leave it in.
I'll just put some text over it. Like, it's just slamming you. Or,
It's hot in here.
It's kind of warm in my room too, but I don't want to turn any fans on.
I was driving home today for the first time with the windows down in months. And I was just fucking sucking in that fucking spring breeze. Oh, the snow's finally melting. It literally snowed like a few days ago, but now it's fucking...
Yeah,
oh my gosh. Like, immediately when I smell that fucking change from winter to spring, like, the chemicals in my brain are just like, you're gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry anymore. It smells good. Don't worry. Oh my god, like, sorry.
It spam snowed like so many times just through February and like December, and like it got super bad at one point that like right as I got to my school they canceled on us. And I was like, are you kidding me? And thankfully my mom had off, so she was just able to pick me up. But like because they were saying like it was an early delay or whatever, so you like only your 10 o'clock classes or whatever, and then they're like, actually it's canceled.
Keep talking.
Like, oh fuck you. But it was just like, I was like, of course you want to cancel me then. But it was like super bad. It was just so like, I think it was like 3 inches, which is, well, no.
Oh yeah, sounds like me on a Saturday morning.
But it was like really, really heavy snow too. It wasn't even just a light shit. But
it wasn't just a light shit.
It wasn't just a light shit, bro. Whatever. What do you mean, dog?
Can I talk about my shits on the podcast?
Your shits? I mean, sure.
I don't know if I want to.
Okay.
All I gotta say is, I mean, I'm okay with talking about it. I just don't know if anybody else is. But I mean, if a majority of the audience sooner or later turns into dudes, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's all dudes right now. We're just having a sausage fest currently. Only dudes.
No, but like the past couple days, I've just been having the...
I mean, our viewers are only us, so yeah, it is.
I mean, the past couple days, I've just been like having like the best shits of my life.
Nice, dude.
Like those just clean ones where you barely have to wipe. No, that's the thing. I haven't really been eating. Like the other day, all I ate was pepperoni pizza and fish food ice cream.
Oh my god, dude.
That shit's so... I've wanted to eat that shit for so long because I'm like, Ben & Jerry's is whack as fuck. They have the weirdest shit. But then I hear like fish food. I'm like, what the hell is that? I go to the store. That's a brand? Ben & Jerry's is the brand.
No, no, I just thought the fish, whatever.
No, it's fish food. Their flavor is fish food with a PH. So I'm like, okay, this name is fucking weird as fuck. I go to this. No, I don't think I go to the store to find out. I look it up. I'm like, what is this fish food all about? I look it up. It's fucking chocolate ice cream with marshmallow sauce, caramel sauce.
What the fuck?
And like little fish-shaped bits of fudge.
Oh my god, dude.
And it is the most fucking delicious shit I've ever eaten in my life. Sounds like
pure diabetes.
Because I love marshmallows. I love caramel. I think it's caramel, right? I think probably the proper way to pronounce it is caramel.
I mean, I say a mix. I say caramel.
Carmel. Let me hit up my boy Carmel.
Yo, Carmel, dude.
But like, I feel like a tool if I mispronounce something, but I also feel like a tool if I'm saying caramel, because it's who the fuck says caramel?
What are you, fucking posh?
But it's like you know, caramel. That's so many fucking caramel. What is it? Syllables?
Is that what they're called? It is. You know, like over here in PA, we say wooder for water. So it's like...
No, you don't.
Yeah, we legit
water.
Do. Water.
You say water.
Water. I think it's even part of New York, too. We say water.
Now give me a glass of that water. They say water.
Okay,
you say water.
Yeah, we say
water. You say
water. We're plebeian Pennsylvanians.
This is a little personal. All right, we're dipping into the...
We're dipping in, dude. Second episode, dipping in.
We're diving in real deep.
Diving deep.
This is like, this like right here will reveal a lot about me.
Oh, shit.
But my stepdad saying that is like, everybody's like, oh shit. They're like, is he okay? His parents just get divorced. Is he all right emotionally? I'm fine, all right?
Okay. All right.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, dude.
So my stepdad would say things like, I don't know what other words, but he says like Warsh. He says like
Warsh?
Washington and like
What?
I don't know what other words he says, but they sound weird. But he told me it's a Washington accent. But he would say it's a Washington accent. I'm like, bitch, no, it's not. You're just fucking weird.
You're just adding an R where there is none.
You're just a big nose fucking freak, and it's
A
like it doesn't
big
make
nose?
sense.
Big nose looking ass.
It pissed me off because I kind of hate when
It's
people
that big
talk
nose
like
that's
that.
adding in all the R's.
Adding it all his noses, yeah, that's what it's doing. Okay. Oh my god, sorry. Okay, I really do want to get into this whole conspiracy thing though.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, that's what we were fucking talking about, and then my
That's-
fucking thing
yeah.
went out. So yeah.
That's what we were trying to fucking talk about 18 times, and then we kept getting fucking
Yeah.
interrupted.
Because Audacity, his favorite, loves us so much. But yeah, continue.
God damn. Sorry for the coughing. It literally just happens. Like the coughing just starts happening. I was fine, and then
Yeah,
I just
know.
get the need to
I
cough.
was just getting all sniffly and shit. I guess it's just after we really start talking and getting into it.
Yeah.
I'll edit it lower. It's all right. But
I'm trying to turn away as far as I can.
yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been like doing the professional.
Anyways,
podcast.
so what I was talking about before our previous attempts was the other day I was watching one of those, because I like conspiracy theories, and I oftentimes like to call them just the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I like to do research, and it's just like,
Yeah, like flat
I don't
Earth, right? Yeah. Like that's-
no, fuck you.
Dude, it's
No, but
literally
like
not a
I
dome,
just
it's flat.
don't like saying things are exactly what they
Well,
are, because it's like I
yeah.
don't know all the facts. You don't
Well,
know all the
literally,
facts.
in the 1960s,
There's a limit, though.
like our government came up with that to silence people who were coming up with those ideas. That's where conspiracy came up with. Like the word came from. Like
Well, yeah.
our government was like, oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist. But yeah, continue.
And then they make them look like whack jobs.
Yeah.
Like they're fucking psycho.
Like,
and I get
mean,
that.
Alex Jones doesn't do a great job because he'll put on a character. and
He
then
is a literal whack job.
Like, but really that's like a lot of it was his character though. Like he put on a character to do that stuff. So it
I
doesn't
think
really.
it is part character, but I think
Oh, yeah,
he's
some of it
also,
is him.
He's
I mean,
okay.
like
I
I was
think
talking
he's
about-
just passionate,
No, yeah, he is because like it's not. Like
and I like that.
It isn't just his character because even on like I was talking about before, the Joe Rogan podcast, he just went off and he wasn't playing a character.
Yeah, I love when he gets.
But I
heated.
like a lot of the stuff like he like what he said was he doesn't believe in that alien stuff. He was just saying that's what the people believe in that like are higher up. Like he doesn't believe that. But that's like what they see when they take like DMT or whatever, when they take shrooms, and then it's like it opens up like a gateway and stuff.
Yeah, gateway
Because it's
drug.
like, because even in
more
like the Bible and stuff, they talked about everybody seeing that, something like that. Because it's like, and it's like what he said. It's not just it's not what you just. What's the thing when you see it but you don't actually
What?
whatever. It's like it's not an illusion. It's like because when like a couple people will take it, they'll all see the same thing. It's not different. So it's like that's not an illusion, or that's not like it's actually there. Or just you can't see it. It's like the veil was lifted when you took it. So you see everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know what you're.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying now.
Yeah,
I
sorry,
was
I was
so
having
lost
a
for a second. Oh my
crap
god.
time describing it.
Crab
I don't know,
time.
I
It's
like,
crab time.
I like crab time. I like Alex Jones though. Like I think
I don't watch his Infowars.
no,
but
neither do I.
I like watching him with other like being
yeah.
a guest on other people, because then you get the real him.
Mm-hmm.
You get a little less intense version of
'cause
him,
it's like
so you
on the
can
show,
kind
that's
of
when he puts on
understand.
that's when he puts on his character.
Yeah. Anyway, so the other day,
Oh yeah, sorry.
as I was saying, no, it's all right. The other day I was watching like a little video about fucking like cloning, how they're doing cloning these days, but apparently they've been doing it for like decades. And it's it's not like the whole like put them in a machine and then that clones an exact replica, whatever. But like I was watching it and they were getting into like the idea of cloning celebrities to kind of like constantly leech off of them, and how like pretty much there's a lot of big celebrities these days that had pretty much doppelgangers from like centuries ago. So it's kind of like they don't look like super specific exactly, but they look fucking related. Like they look exactly fucking like that
It's
person.
almost like them just in different clothes.
Yeah. But I was watching it and they were getting into Michael Jackson. Oh my
no.
God, bro. They were getting into Michael Jackson and I don't know a lot about him, but I brought it up because that whole Leaving Neverland documentary that I want to watch so bad. I want to fucking watch that so bad. But it came up and I like brought it up to my brother and he's like, "Oh, watch the cloning documentary. They talk about Michael Jackson." I was like, "Okay." I was watching it and it got to the point where they brought up, oh my God. They brought up the whole, cuz he had like that Pepsi commercial accident.
Yeah.
Where shit like blew up in his face, you know what I mean?
Oh.
And so that's why he looks like he does. But so I was watching it and they bring up how it got so fucking whack. I thought I was like hallucinating. I thought I was hallucinating the shit they were showing. So Michael Jackson's whole like Pepsi commercial accident thing happened in like I'm looking at it now. It happened in 1984. That's when the thing happened. There is this thing. There is, like I think Larry David, right? Like, everybody knows Larry David.
Yeah.
That old alien looking goon. He's like 90. He's like 99 right now.
Yeah, dude.
But like he was during one of his shows, he had a guest on. And this is where shit got fucking weird for me. Dude, he had a guest on that was like a burn victim. And the man's name was Dave.
Oh, yeah. I heard about
His first and last name was Dave. And then they talked about it in the whole, I think in the video they talked about how Dave was a burn victim and his like from that, like that happened in 1983.
Oh.
His father attempted to like kill him by burning down the house while he was in the house.
Yeah.
And there was an interview and they're talking about it and he was talking about how like Dave was talking about how Michael Jackson like reached out to him and was like helping him through all this and like they became like close friends, whatever. Mm-hmm. And Dave actually has like a history of like he recently passed away in 2018, but I'm doing a little stuff on him and he was like in the industry. Like he was in the music industry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so they were linking this thing that like after the fucking like Pepsi accident happened, like the real Michael Jackson is Dave. And like Michael Jackson is like this, like the Michael Jackson we think that's him is like the weird clone that they made to like keep him going.
Yeah. So wait, what happened in the Pepsi accident? I'd never heard what happened.
I don't know. Let me watch it. I didn't even know about that, honestly. I don't know enough about Michael Jackson.
Because I heard that there was like that. I briefly heard about that, but I didn't know what happened. Like, was it like fire or was it like acid or?
It was like an explosion. I'm watching it right now.
Okay.
So shit fucking exploded. And he's on fire.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. That is fucking weird. Ooh, the music's really weird. I don't want to watch it. I was watching it, and it was just like he was like still dancing while his face was fucking on fire, and like doing his little twirls, and this fucking like scary ass piano music's playing.
Jeez.
Okay, I'm stupid and I'm young, but I didn't really care for Michael Jackson because I didn't grow up listening to his shit, so like I didn't know that was a factor.
I mean, I watched a lot of his a lot of videos like that, and then parodies and stuff like that, like of
oh my God, parodies.
What's that guy's name that made a lot of made like the parody to Beat It or whatever, and he like made it like Eat It, and he like
a Weird Al.
Weird dude. Apparently, like my dad is like closely like somehow related to him in a way. Apparently.
Really?
Yeah, like
Weird Al's kind of cool.
He is cool. But yeah, it's like I don't think it was he, but one of my dad's like friends or something was like related to him. But yeah, it was like for like a long time I was like, I need to find how to get to Weird Al so I can, because this is also the time when I like was starting like my crappy YouTube career when I was a kid.
You loved Amish Paradise. You were listening to White and Nerdy.
Oh yeah.
Only the greats.
Only the greats, dude. But yeah, like I watched that one. But yeah, like I was a semi fan of him. Like it was just like how I was a fan of like other artists. I didn't really think of it too much. But yeah, that's weird though.
Well, I mean, it's kind of weird to think that parodies, as shitty as they are, kind of hate parodies. Yeah. But in a way, they do kind of bring people to the artist that they are parodying.
Yeah, true. Yeah, like
because there has been a couple times where I've seen a parody and like I didn't even know about the song they're parodying, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Like my all-time favorite parodies are the Minecraft ones. You know, am I right?
Oh my god.
Am I right, dude? Dude, I remember when I was like excited for those. When I was like 14.
Are you serious?
Yeah, when I was like 14, 15, like.
That's back when they were all serious.
Oh man, oh hell yeah, dude. Like, occasionally, when like me and my friend are playing Siege, well, he'll legitimately listen to some Minecraft parodies, like as a joke, some of them, but other ones like they're actually like pretty, like some of them are pretty decent. But
oh my god,
but a lot of them were just like a lot of them were just making fun of the song.
Just stop. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real though. I kind of like the song for that new Spider-Man movie with Post Malone.
No, I don't.
There's this, it's the song Sunflower with Post Malone for like the new Spider-Man movie. There's a fucking crossover parody of Minecraft and Roblox, a parody song of that song.
Wait, really?
And honestly, I kind of like it.
Hecka, dude.
Hecka.
Oh my god, Hecka, dude.
Hecka, oh god.
Wait, is that the animated one, Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either. I don't know if I wanted to see it.
I haven't really seen any fucking movies recently.
I'm just tired of superhero movies, man.
I mean, yeah, it's like they're hopefully coming to an end soon, especially for Marvel. Marvel? Yeah, for Marvel's.
Yeah, for Marvel. Isn't that the worst one though?
What?
Is Marvel the bad one?
No, DC is the ones where they have. It's like,
shitty movies.
Yeah, they don't really like apparently the.
Wait, Marvel is Avengers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Marvel's is Avengers.
Because apparently, like a lot of like their sets for DC are pretty cool, but the acting and like it's just not. I mean, like apparently
DC was Suicide Squad, right?
The Suicide Squad, but.
That makes sense.
But like apparently, like
that's not true. That's a lie.
Apparently, the newest Marvel is actually kind of bland and kind of shitty.
The Captain Marvel?
Yeah, because like
Jesus Christ,
because the main actor kind of went super PC and was like, "This is for women," and it was just
I watched that. She was constantly talking shit about like white dudes. She's like, now again, I don't hate white males. Man.
It's like, but you do though. But and it's like the annoying thing part was I wasn't even thinking of it. I was like, okay, cool, another superhero movie. I wasn't thinking. I was like, oh no, women like as
if the movie
character.
looks good, it looks good.
Yeah, like. I am super up for women characters. Like when my stories, like some of my stories, I have like super interesting women characters. It's just they have to make the character work and fit. It's not. I don't give a fuck if whatever they are, dude. Just
I don't want a stupid gimmick. I don't want a stupid. And the thing is, I don't want like. And I'm saying, okay, obviously I'm not a girl, but like if I were like as a guy. And I know it's like, oh, it's beefed up because everything in like media is like movies. It's always a dude. You know what I mean? It's always a dude. But it's like, I want a movie. I don't normally just like relate myself to a movie only because the character is a male. But like, if that were the case, if I were, let's just, I don't know, not like, I'm not being like super serious on this word, but like minority. Like if I were to the majority, a minority. Like, I guess women are considered a minority. Like, if I'm a woman and I'm watching a movie about a woman, I don't want a bunch of bullshit fed to me about I'm strong, I'm independent, I could do whatever, I don't need no man. I want a movie that shows me that.
Yeah.
I don't want a movie to tell me that. I want it to express that through the writing and through, like, what's happening in the movie. You know what I mean?
That's the whole point of like when a lot of people talk about movies, they'll say show not tell, because it's like that's the best part, or that's
like a good movie. I hear this a lot. A good movie or a good show, what's happening without dialogue. Like you can mute the movie and know what's happening.
Good. What is it? Just good body language and acting and stuff like that, and not just giving the epilogue or like giving the whatever they're like going to do through just speech.
Yeah. That's not true. That's a lie.
I don't even know what you're talking about when you say that.
I only watch movies where they say the title of the movie in the movie.
Oh my god. Is this some kind of Suicide Squad?
This is so old. It's so old by now.
Oh my god, dude.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's like 2 years. I think it's like 2 years. We're almost 3 now.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my boy.
I hate this shit. We're growing up.
God,
becoming grown men.
Oh my boy. Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'm going to have a mortgage. I'm going to have kids.
I'm not even ready for that.
I'm ready. Bring it on.
I'm
Baby mamas hit me up.
Oh my god, yeah. Daniel wanted to start this podcast so he could get women. But
exactly.
I'm
That's
only
the
here
only
for
way.
The fucking fans, dude. I'm the real one.
I'm just here for the clout.
I mean, we already figured it out the first episode. You're like, I don't need ma, I don't need pa.
I don't know. When did I say that?
Like,
I don't need ma. I don't need pa.
Nearing the end, dude. I don't know how people can play Sims. I like
Sims. Okay, it's okay. It's actually funny now because I was just making a joke, but now I kind of want to talk about Sims.
Oh my god.
Because Sims is one of those games. I've had at least 4 phases of my life where I'll start playing a Sims game and my life will be Sims. Like all I want to do is play Sims for like 2 weeks. And then after that 2 weeks, I will just hit a wall where it's like, fuck this game. This game's boring. Why am I playing this? And I just forget about it. One day I just don't crave Sims anymore and I leave.
I mean, I can't play that game because it's like, it's a lot of just dumb social shit, and I don't know, I'm not about that. Like, even SimCity, it's just like, it's too easy. Like, there's no, like, one of the games I wanted to make was like a SimCity, but like post-apocalyptic, and you had like really like try to keep up your town.
Isn't that already a thing?
Yeah, kind of, but not how I wanted.
That's Fallout 4.
Yeah, but it's not like Sims. You dork.
Fallout 4 is just literally Sims, dude.
Not really. It's like first person, and there's a lot more story.
There's a lot of furries. There's a lot of sex. Bugs. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Where are you getting the furry?
Okay.
Okay.
There are a lot of bugs.
Dude, but like, what was the longest you've played a game for? Like, in straight run? Like, just, obviously besides having to go to a job, but like just continuously played?
Do you mean like in like one sitting or over time? Like I come back to it the most? No,
like just, well, like most often come back to it. Like every day pretty much, if you had to like, most similar to that. Because for me it was Stardew Valley. I played that thing for like 2 weeks straight. I got like, this is when I was like super like fucking emotional and depressed, and I got like super emotionally involved in like one of the characters, and it was just like,
oh
yeah,
no,
it was Abigail, the purple hair girl.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Not the goth girl.
Weird point in my life. I'll admit that. It was fucking weird. But yeah, that was my favorite game for the longest time. Like, I played that for like 2 solid weeks. I just fucking, and it was like spring. I was just like in it.
I loved the Harvest Moon games when I was younger.
I never played that.
They're so, it's Stardew Valley. Like, Stardew Valley is Harvest Moon,
pretty
but
much
like,
that, just like not as great graphics and like.
Oh wow, okay.
Well, I mean, it's like what, from 19...
Well, Stardew Valley was made in fucking like 2 years, like 3 years ago.
Obviously, it's an improvement. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, but I mean, I was playing them, like, I played it when it was out, like, when it was hot.
Yeah,
hot.
I know.
Okay, I would say, when I was younger, I loved, like, fantasy games.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, you know the Fable series?
Yes.
So, when I was a little young boy, I was just a wee pupster.
Little Brody boy, yeah.
Barely yay high to a grasshopper.
Yeah.
And I would always see my oldest brother playing Fable on the original Xbox. And that shit looked so fucking tight. And I finally got to the age where he got his Xbox 360. So it's like, you guys can do whatever you want with the Xbox. And so I was like, fuck yeah. And so I played Fable. I played Fable nonstop. Like, all the time. Like, there was like I think it would be at least maybe 2 or 3 years where I played it like a lot, like, and it gets old fast. Like, it's a lot of the same formula, and it's like the same shit every time. But if there's something about it that just sucked me in, and I just kept
I'm
going.
gonna fucking choke this dog, dude. It's like being so fucking annoying right now. Of course it's
Oh no, you gotta
now.
leave it in.
I have to, but you know, whatever.
Oh no,
continue.
that
Sorry.
sucks. I think it was just a point in my life where this is so fucking depressing, but like I didn't have much, and I didn't have much going on in my life. So if there was something I was really interested in, I was like sucked into it. And I didn't have a lot of video games, but like the ones I did have, I played the fuck out of them. And another big one was Twilight Princess, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess.
Okay.
I played for the GameCube. I think my original very first game file for Twilight Princess had 90 hours on it.
Jeez.
And that's just like you could beat that game in maybe like, if you knew what you were doing and you just cruise through, not doing any extra shit, probably like 20 hours maybe of like story and shit.
Yeah.
But like I played it on nonstop because it was like, oh, dude, it was so beautiful to me. It was like the most magical thing. That's what like sparked. Twilight Princess was what sparked like my interest in like other worlds and like broad areas, like really nice nature, because that game looked so fucking nice at the time. I tried to do, like, look up all these glitches for it, and I tried to do a bunch of fucking, I tried to like fuck up the game and do a bunch of crazy shit for it all the time. Oh my god.
Dude, I think I have a total of like 400 hours on Stardew Valley.
Are you serious?
Dude, hell yeah, dude. It's from different playthroughs, but like I think the first one I had was like almost like 150 hours. Just because I just soaked so much time into it.
If I ever, like, next time I go online and I see like you're playing Stardew Valley, I'm gonna like message you, be like, are you okay, dude? How are you doing? Do you need to check?
I think it was 70 hours about. I put no, around, I don't know, but like for like the main one I played, it was like between 70 and like 100 something hours.
Ooh, Binding of Isaac, bruh.
My friend plays that a lot. Yeah.
Bruh. Binding of Isaac. Holy shit. Shut up. No, Binding of Isaac, dude. Fucking god. It's one of those games where I, like, when I was able to play it, it was, I wake up, maybe I could play a little bit of it, go to school, come back, immediately play it, and then do homework for like an hour, and then go back to playing it until super late, and just like stay up late fucking playing it all the time. And it was one of those games where I was interested in it so much where when I wasn't playing it, I would like watch other people play it. Like I'd go to like Northern Lion. Do you know who Northern Lion is?
Northern Lion?
Northern Lion on YouTube.
No, I don't.
That shit's oh my god, that shit's a throwback. He's like this Let's Player. He's one of those guys that does like super long, like 300 part Let's Plays on YouTube of games where you could just like play, like it just restarts and you just, you know, those rogue type games.
Yeah. Oh, rogue.
He just he just like plays them like all the time.
Yeah.
And so he just has like thousands of episodes of shit. And oh my god.
You ever heard of Rad Brad?
No.
Oh well,
I don't know what this petty shit is.
He's another playthrower that does a lot of more story type games. I think he was the one that I found BioShock Infinite through.
Oh,
because
I played a little bit of that.
That's a game I've played about 3 times now.
Jesus.
Like through it.
Get a life, dork.
Because it's
Four
like,
eyes.
and it's like, dude, literally both of us have glasses on the podcast. But
4 eyes.
all right, beach. But and it's like, there's a couple of games where I'll play it over. Like same with Firewatch. Even if it's just like walking, I still just love the story. Like I
always hear a lot of bad shit about Firewatch.
What do you like? How?
I don't know.
Usually the ending a lot of people are disappointed with, because it just out of nowhere
spoil the whole game.
Well, I'm not gonna say what happened, but out of nowhere.
Why not? You should.
I'm not gonna. It's just out of nowhere. It just changes, and it's not like what. It's like, well, what the heck happened? Like it was just leading up.
What the heck is this shitty bullshit donkey
dude.
diarrhea?
But it gets more amped and more amped, and then just kind of just drops on you. It's like, all right, well, that's not what I expected.
That sucks.
But it, like, I still enjoyed it. Like, and there was another channel I watched that explained what it was like. It was actually trying to convey, and I was like, that actually makes a lot of sense, and I actually am okay with that. Nice. And I was more accepting of it because of how he explained it.
That's lame.
All right, whatever. I'm just deep. I'm deep, dude. You just don't get it. I'm just a soft boy.
Bruh.
A baiter. But, yeah.
Well, guys,
This
looks
is the
like.
end.
Is it really?
We're fucking done talking because.
Yeah, I
this
think.
is like,
I think we are actually though.
yeah, man. I mean, it was a good amount of time. I think we did pretty good on this one. So
Yeah,
I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit
Nice
like
little
and subscribe
relaxed.
if you fucking.
I feel like our first episode was super hyped up. I feel like we were super amped and hyper on it.
I mean, I think it was a good in between. But,
Like I think it was good, but I feel like I was so overhyped and like laughing at literally everything, and I was super loud.
I mean, I don't know. I think we did well, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Click like and subscribe if you did. Hit that fucking
You don't
that
have
notification bell so you can get future videos.
You don't have
and
to do that.
We'll fucking do it. We'll see you. Peace out.
See you. Pizza out.